Okay, I'm going to post this video twice on our Moodle site just to make sure that nobody misses it. I'm going to post it under week 12 as well as week 13. And you'll notice that I also posted the final project assignment under week 12. You can see it there, as well as under week 13. I just want to make sure that in the flurry of everything happening here at the end of the semester that I make the project assignment as well as the instructional video that accompanies it as easy to find as is humanly possible. So you'll see that the final project assignment is now up on our Moodle site along with all the links for every section of the assignment that you're going to be submitting. Okay. So what I want you to do is focus on right now is the actual assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up and pull it down into the website where we can see it. Okay. Here we go. And so here it is, the size where you can read it. And I'm going to go through and read every bit of this. It might be a little bit dull, might be a little bit boring, but again, I want to make sure that you've had at least one opportunity that I've provided for you where somebody has led you through every single word in this document, and that you can come back and review it any time so that this is as clear as possible. All right, so you'll notice that first thing is that the due dates are listed. There are 5 separate due dates for this project. And the first 2 are drafts to help you get ready for and you receive feedback from me on some helpful documents that will help you to prepare for steps 3 and 4, which are your actual final project. And then step 5 is simply voting on it. So each of these steps has an appropriate amount of points awarded to it out of the 150 possible. So you notice that the first draft of the concept document, which that is your homework assignment for this week, week 12. And what you're going to be doing is answering all the questions in the 10-step development checklist, which is available in our textbook on pages 189 through 191. The due date is Sunday, April 8th by 11:55 p.m. That's our normal time that it is due. Unfortunately, Moodle won't let me pick 11:59. So it's 11:55, but if you turn in at 11:59, I do not penalize you for it. Then the next week, on Thursday, April 12th at 11:55 p.m., your storyboard for the pitch video is due. And we're going to be talking about this again here in a few minutes as we move through the assignment details. But that's something that you're going to create a storyboard to help you prepare for the pitch video. This is part of your final project. And so this will be like a draft, basically, that you'll have a chance to work on. I can give you feedback on before you turn in your final project. Then third, your prototype pitch video is due Wednesday, April 18th at 11:55 p.m. That is the time and due date of the final project that is listed on your syllabus. And at the same time, you'll be submitting your final concept document, which again is this 10-step development checklist on pages 189 through 191. Also due at the exact same time as the pitch video, Wednesday, April 18th at 11:55 p.m. And then there will be voting on Sunday, April 22nd, due by 11:55 p.m. Okay, all of this will be explained to you as we move through. So the assignment weight. The entire assignment is worth 150 points or 15% of your final grade. It's broken down as followed. If you submit the first draft of the concept document, you automatically are awarded 10 points for your final project. Okay, that's 10 out of the 150 points. In addition to that, I'm going to be grading the assignment as a homework assignment for this week. So I note here that it's additional and separate grade from the up to 20 points you earn for the week 2 homework assignment. They're the same thing. You can earn up to 40 points by the quality of your work that you turn in this week, as well as 10 automatic points towards your final project. The storyboard, when you submit that, is automatically 10 points, as long as you submit something that you actually worked on, not just submit a document with a couple scribbles on it. The prototype pitch video in your final project is worth up to 50 points. That will actually be graded, and we have a rubric for that. And your final concept document is worth up to 75 points, and and that will be graded. I have a rubric provided for you here in the assignment that we'll get to here in a minute. And then when you vote on the video submissions, you automatically receive 5 points. All right, so if you add up the 10, 10, 50, 75, and 5, that all comes together to make up the potential of 150 points. Out of those 150 points, 25 are automatic as long as you turn in the assignments. All right, so the concept document overview. We've already talked about this a lot this week in an earlier video because it was addressed in detail in Chapter 11, and so my video addressed it in detail. So the concept document overview, you will turn in a Word document answering the 10 questions listed in DS on pages 189 through 191. Make sure you use complete sentences and paragraphs, lots of specific details, interesting, inspirational word choice, and as much of the jargon we have studied this semester as appropriate. This is your time to really show that you know how to use the terminology that is associated with this field. So I want you to be using mise en scène. I want you to be using the proper names for, frames and cinematography, the proper terms under editing, the proper terms for cheese holes and rabbit holes and, just all the different things we've been discussing over the course of the semester. This is your chance. Go flip back through your textbook, look at the notes you've taken, and make sure that you're using as much of the jargon appropriately as possible. All right. Number 2, the video assignment overview. For this assignment, you will create a 30 to 60 second prototype pitch video for your digital transmedia storytelling idea. In order to plan for this video, you will write, I have it in there twice, I'll need to check that or change that, and revise your concept document and create a storyboard, both with the goal of persuading your audience that your digital transmedia storytelling idea will be huge. Don't forget your log line. So for this video, you will plan how to best utilize yourself, your friends, and or family members as the cinematographer, editor, prop manager, voiceover artist, and actors. Nota bene, you must be featured in the video either bodily or orally at some point. You will need to think about how sight, motion, and or sound affect perception and compose a meaningful video that conveys the significance of your digital transmedia story based on the way you stage shots and record audio. You may not use video shot by another person, that is downloaded from the internet or ripped from a DVD, but you may include music composed by another person. So your final video may be edited, but that is not required. Keep in mind the unedited footage is often quite dull. So you need to be prepared before you shoot and also reconciled with having to record several takes before you accomplish one of which you are proud. I'm going to pause right here in my reading. This is all really important. First of all, I don't want you to be completely freaked out by this assignment. Every single one of you is capable and I'm sure has the equipment to grab your phone and have somebody hold it or, prop it up on some books and record a video, okay? Now that sort of expertise, I'm sure all of us have. Then what you are going to need to think about, and you're completely capable of considering and making smart choices about, is your mise en scène, your cinematography, whether or not you're going to do editing, and if you're going to do editing, how you're going to go about doing that. I'll talk about the editing in more detail here in a minute, but we've been discussing all this stuff throughout the semester, and you've been analyzing other people's work, and so now you're going to do it yourself. So I want you to be excited about this challenge, okay? I've been doing this for years. I've been asking students to do this for years. I completely understand both the limitations that you guys are up to and also the skills that you have at your fingertips that you might not understand that you have yet. But that you can do. You can think analytically about where to place your camera, about how to use correct lighting. You know what 3-point lighting is now. So you can drag together 3 lights in your apartment, or you can choose to go shoot outside. You know what's the significance of a low angle shot versus a high angle shot. You know that most shots are shot on level. You know what frontality is. So don't panic. Think about all the things you've learned. Look at videos that you like. And emulate things that you like, okay? And take this as a real opportunity to have fun and to do something that you can feel proud of, as opposed to being terrified and like a scared jackrabbit. That'll get you absolutely nowhere. So don't be scared. Be excited. Get ready to do this, okay? All right, I'm going to start reading again. So luckily today, we no longer need a lot of fancy editing equipment nor camera equipment. We all have smartphones. I suggest iMovie for Mac users and VSDC Video Editor for PC users. You can download that from the internet. I recommend CNET, that is the letter C and then NET, and they have verified virus-free downloads available. Okay, but there are also tons of video editing apps out there that are easy to use on smartphones, tablets, YouTube, etc. Feel free to play around and find one that you like. I've given up trying to suggest software programs to students because there's such a variety. You guys have such a variety of technology out there that you're using. Different operating systems, different types of tablets, different types of computers, different kinds of RAM. It's just the potential variables go on and on and on. And you are so familiar with what you do have that I have found over the years it's just a lot easier to give you guys complete freedom to go find your own editing software and do that. That being said, if you're completely freaked out and you don't know what to do, post to our forum, stop by my office hours, call me during my office hours, and we can chat this through. Okay? You have resources available to you, as well as Google. Use them. All right. Now, most people are able to learn basic editing skills in about an hour by following the video tutorials provided by the specific program, app, etc. And again, I've been doing this for years. I've seen it happen and work. Do not doubt yourself. Approach this from a place of power and saying, I can do this, right? Like, don't be like my daughter who cries and says she cannot ride her bike, even though I know she can ride her bike if she would just try. And be reconciled to the fact that she is going to fall down a couple times. Now, all of this being said, I need you guys to wrap your minds around how long it normally takes to shoot and edit a video. Normally, I recommend 60 minutes for both shooting and editing for every 60 seconds of video that you're producing. So you should anticipate, if you're going to shoot 30 seconds worth of video, you should anticipate it's going to take a minimum of 30 minutes to get the kind of video that you really want. And that's probably not all going to be done at one time. You're probably going to shoot it, review it, get frustrated with it, go back, shoot it again, review it, get frustrated with it, go back and shoot it again. So be mentally prepared for that. Also, same thing with editing. You're going to get some footage that you like finally. You're going to start editing it, and then something's going to melt down, and you're going to freak out. And then you're going to have to start over again from the beginning. And so usually it's a minimum of 60 minutes for 60 seconds. So that being said, you should anticipate putting in at least an hour to shoot and edit 30 seconds worth of video, and at least 2 hours to shoot and edit 60 seconds worth of video. Now again, that's a minimum, but I just want to give you a baseline about what kind of work you should anticipate. Don't expect that you're going to shoot and be finished with your video, your 30-second video in 30 seconds. You will not get a good grade. Okay? So let's keep moving on. I have listed here very specifically instructions for uploading the first draft of the concept document, which is your homework. So I'm really driving that home. Instructions for downloading and uploading the storyboard, and instructions for uploading the final video and concept document, as well as instructions for voting. All right. Now, I'm running out of time on this video here, so I'm going to just stop here on this video and do another short video where I'm going to explain the storyboard in a little more detail, as well as the voting. Before we do that, though, I just do want to call your attention to the rubrics that I will use. The rubrics for the video shows you exactly how I'm going to award points and what you should be paying attention to in the assignments, as well as for the concept document rubric. So again, these are the possible points available in each category, and it's all very clearly explained here. So I want you to be very aware that how I award grades is incredibly transparent. You know exactly where you need to be putting your efforts based on the rubrics that I'm providing here. So use the tools that I'm giving you and take advantage of them, okay? Read them. They will be helpful. And I'm going to end this video and start the next one. The next one's going to be quite short, okay? Talk to you in a minute.